Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, emotional, and mental health related paradigm. We try to do that as often as possible. We try to do that on a consistent basis for your benefit, and we try to do that several times per week. We've got over 800 audios available for your listening pleasure, and hopefully many that you find helpful or useful. In any event, please keep in mind that you have everything necessary to get where you need to be, and ultimately you are able to connect on a deeper level with those opportunities. So until we begin to look at things from a perspective that is positive, it can be sometimes helpful to know if a crush is interested in you. So here are some ways to look at the potential that your crush has interest. And again, if you're interested in reaching out for coaching through that type of process or any other relationship, business, or personal challenges, would love to be of assistance to you in that way, and we can make that happen for you in a very consistent manner. In any event, so the couple things to look at there are the nature of how you're looking at the relationship itself. If your crush is constantly texting back or quick to respond to phone calls or emails or text messages, this is a sign of interest, obviously, because they are putting you as a, kind of a priority in their life. And so the more priority a person is given, the more interest the person that's giving them priority has in them as an individual. So if a person is willing to interact with you online, specifically through social media and or in any other public forum, this is another sign that they may have interest. Now, obviously, the context of the comments needs to be taken into consideration. However, flirtation is an important part of that process, meaning as it relates to the understanding that they are kind of intending to flirt and not just commenting on the topic at hand in a completely benign and void of emotion sort of way. It's important to look at that. Regular and consistent conversation is another indication of interest. When the frequency and consistency of communication continues in a positive direction, this can be super valuable for a number of reasons. It's not necessarily a good or bad thing, but at the end of the day, there are ways to begin to connect on a deeper level, which ultimately leads to value and connectivity from a different perspective. The consistency of a conversation also is indicative of a growing interest. The next thing is openness. So they're open to asking questions that further the relationship as a whole, but also they're open to answering questions, and they are transparent with their answers and not short-sighted. So short-sighted answers are often answers that lead to, yes, no, or very one-sentence answers. The more episodic or essay the answer is, the easier it is to see a person's interest level. The next and the final thing is mirroring of behavior. So a mirror can be things like, but not limited to, body language, integrity of conversation, word and phrase choices, mirroring of opinions, ideas, concepts, and other aspects. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to agree on everything, but the willingness to connect with you in the way in which you speak, the manner in which you speak, and the manner in which you hold your body can all be indicators of romantic interest, or at least platonic interest that has a romantic undertone to it. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.